It's really, really useful to put in kind of remote spots or like the deepest well in your asteroid. And this is obviously the deepest well for me. And if I can get this pumped out and dropped, then we can just get it out into the main shaft and it should be fine. So. He works through that uranium pretty quick. Oh, it's the lead. I don't know, the uranium too. It's just the abyssalite that he gets stuck on. The stuff that's all the way around it. That guy's tearing that rock up. Why can't they all cook like that? Damn. Oh, so this is where... See, I could make him dig faster, which seems like that's very, very important. But he's also my researcher now. And those latter stages of research are definitely going to need... Oh, geotuner. We're going to need that for the natural gas. And this is for mission control. And telescope, that's for space stuff. So material studies and planetarium is for later. We won't worry about that right now. But field research, I think, is necessary. Throw our oxyfern in there, and then I do think this one's going to need... it just says it needs water. So maybe that's not what I was thinking. Is it the thimbleweed maybe that needs... I think it is irrigation that it needs something. Let's see what they're going to grab for it. I want to set this at a 6, so it becomes a higher priority than everything around it, but not like the maxed priority at all times. Oh, they just needed the dirt and the water. Okay, cool. So that's already consuming up carbon dioxide quite a bit and producing a decent amount of oxygen. That's good. If you can get a bunch of those, you can make a really efficient oxygen space. But I'm pretty sure they've drastically reduced the spawn rate of them. All right, so now there's the big moment. We have a fertilizer synthesizer, which is great. Synthesizer, if I can talk right. And the algae distiller. So the algae, which I don't think we have... Yeah, we have a bunch of algae, but I don't think we have a lot of slime. So the algae distiller makes algae out of the slime, which is great. Yeah, we don't have any slime yet. So that's all of this stuff, this nasty-looking goopy stuff down here. And we can make more algae out of that, which is very nice. Oh, we need to go ahead and get rid of you. But... the other side to that, well, one, they take they consume power, quite a bit of power. Maybe not quite a bit, a decent chunk. And they produce natural gas. So one of the things you can do, and we'll probably do it when we get over here, is probably open this all up, even with all the chlorine gas that's over here and around it. At least this main part with the natural gas, and then I can actually put other things in here that will produce more natural gas. And we can just have this huge reservoir and then pump it off, feed it to a natural gas generator, take the carbon dioxide from the natural gas generator, feed it up to the rocket, and you can actually make a pretty decent little chain there. That's at least how I got off the planet last time, the one that we were on. Radiation lamp, that's for... I don't think I can... Yeah. That's actually for the rad generator, which I just end up using the manual one because I don't really know how that works. I don't do a whole lot of making it that far in the game to research that. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of you two. And since I believe we have enough metal, let's go ahead and finish that. Cool. I don't think we're going to need that much, but we've already done all of it, so might as well. All right. Now we could learn the critter stuff. That's very useful to have, but I don't have any dupes that can use the skill, so that doesn't mean anything. Here's a natural gas generator, and this is actually the polymer press for plastic and the oil well. Never used any of those. I've never used the sugar engine. I've never used... That stores fertilizer for and oxyolite for burning rocket fuels. I never used that. There's the power control station. It produces microchip to increase power output of generators. I guess so. I don't know how that works, but I do think... Oh, so then we can also get conductive wire. We are going to need that, but conductive wire needs refined metal, which means we have to come down here and get the metal refinery. So that's what we're going to do next. And that metal refinery is a pain in the neck because it actually draws 1,200 watts of power. So whatever line you put it on, whatever power wire or power grid you put it on, is going to what's the term? I'm not an electrician. Have too much current, be over capacity, something like that. And basically it'll damage yourself and you'll have to repair it. And then the only way to really get around that is to produce the conductive wire or the heavier wire with the refined metal that you need. So that's kind of a pain in the neck. But it's an interesting challenge. Now, as far as the planter box, the easiest one is always going to be the mealwood. I don't know why I call them mealworm. Mealwood seeds, meal lice, that's what I think of worms. They're the most basic and easy to find and least temperamental. The best ones that I have found are actually the grub fruits, the spindly, whatchamacallits, where are they? I know I saw one or two. These things. So the spindly grub fruits are, I found to be the best, but it takes more to make them once you get them, planted or you have seeds for them. So it kind of just depends on how your colony's doing. The supplies that you have, the placement of of everything in the world. So if I come over here and look at temp, and honestly, it's kind of a fear to look at the temp sometimes because I really don't want to know. But you can see the natural gas geyser is super hot, 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is literally boiling steam. Well, I guess maybe natural gas doesn't boil at that temp, but it's enough to boil water. So this is hot, and you can kind of see the temp shift. You can see the shift where the batteries are, where the dupes are, and then we've got more temp over here. So it almost seems like a very tropical kind of area. And then that uranium is very cold. And then as we go up here, as we get closer to space, it's now negative 70 degrees. So this was probably going to be very close to the border of the asteroid, with as cold as it got right there. Which is good, because that means we don't have very far to travel to get to the rocket ship and eventually have some sort of interplanetary something or another. Demolition we will take. Oh, wrong person. There you go. And super hard digging so that you can go faster. Give you the black hat. I like it. And eventually at some point, if you go through a playthrough long enough and they have racked up all of the skills and abilities and you really just don't care about the stress anymore, then they're all going to have that. And it looks like they're finally making it over here. Let's rummage through and inspect. A single page of a long printout remains legible. I scan it and add it to my database. View entry. Okay. Log begins. Dr. Ansari. Shish. Or shish. Shish. Shh. Something. What are we doing here? I'll show you. Just keep your voice down. Are we even allowed to be here? Uh-oh. Ceiling collapsed. They're stuck. That guy's gonna get stuck right there. Well, at least he got out, I guess. He didn't die yet. I think now we won't have to worry so much about them dying. Well, I guess we could always add more people to it. Nope, I don't like any of those. I'd rather take the coal. Let's roll with that. Oh, colony summary. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? To pay the bills. Use a duplicate skill points to buy out an entire branch of the skill tree. Who did we do that for? I don't remember. Was that... No, it wasn't that one. Okay, it was that demolition, I think. Yeah, that's definitely what that was. Alright. Hold on one sec. I'll be right back.